Hello, everyone. How's it going? All right, we will continue playing Asterigos, Curse of the Stars today. However you pronounce it. And again, this title theme. Wow! Wow, it's so impressive and immersive. Impressive. That title theme goes in. All right, so all right, yesterday we beat the boss of this area. I'm forgetting names at the moment. It did not keep me saved right near it. Barad. And we also beat Decimus last night too. Barad was the leader. All right. We're about to go check out his treasury. I'm assuming the one dude possibly stole the loot. So if treasury's down, I want to go up. Can you jump? No, you can't. It's locked. A specific key is required. That's mean. Huh. Only slight damage. Not super mean. Slightly mean, but not super mean.
The treasury. That shining stone. That must be what Minerva's looking for.
No, my dear. What up?
Everyone says the Asterigos is resourceful, Hypatia.
Yes, please rest assured, the sublimation can help everyone. I promise to free you from the curse, and the ritual is at no cost.
So Barad was
Are
cursed.
you sure you won't accept my treasure? I know that once the ritual is successful, my appearance will become great publicity for the Asterigos. I don't believe this is all you desire. Just name it. As long as you take my pain away, I'll give you anything.
Ideals and truth are a part of the religion. I already have everything I need.
Hypatia?
However, if your generosity
Hypatia?
hasn't been exaggerated, I do hope we can make peace between the Warax and the Empress.
Done. You have my word, woman. It shall be so. Decimus, give the order. From here on out, the feud between the Warax and the Asterigos is over.
But my lord.
Conflicts, the territory and spats, they are forgotten. Let us end it all with a banquet.
That is... this is fantastic! You have my deepest thanks! What a wonderful moment!
Come, Let's enjoy the Stardust wine before the sublimation ritual.
So he was already cursed, but his appearance hadn't changed yet from the second mutation. Doesn't look too valuable, but it's also not from the slum either. They certainly are eager. Humanity's political debate dinner donated 50 gold and 19 silver. Feast hosted by Humanities donated 157 gold and 10 silver. Feast hosted by Bamus donated 38 gold and 10 copper. Humanities fundraising feast donated 80 gold. So Humanities had a ton of gold to be able to donate like absolutely nothing. 10 donations to Humanities, not a small sum of money. Dear Barad, you are hereby invited once again to attend a party where the future development of Aphis will be discussed. It will take place at sundown in 3 days at Hawk House in the Aristoi Quarter. You're cordially invited to be present and share your valuable views. Yours sincerely, Senator Serene. Invitations, they look like they're hundreds of years old. How close was Barad to the Aristoi? Do they still have any value? Dear Centurion Bion, I would like to recommend Andreas to the military academy to receive short-term training and join the regular army. Although Andreas is an outsider mercenary, he has proven to be a virtuous and talented man who is loyal and dedicated to Aphis. I would be more grateful if you were to consider his application. Yours sincerely, Humanities of House Goldolive. Dear Barad, I have written a letter recommending Andreas to the army. He will receive notice to join soon enough. I fulfilled my end of the promise in the shortest time possible. I hope that you hold up your end of the deal and recommend the citizen senators whom you mention. I will host a private dinner party, the time of which may be decided by you. Yours sincerely, Humanities. Who's this Andreas? What is up with this 480p video cutscene?
History repeats itself. Tyranny inevitably leads to violent revolution. The common people believe that prosperity and peace shall return as the tyrant collapses.
It's not how it works.
The true test, however, never starts until the oppressor is gone.
Now I can bring it to Minerva. But I wonder how she'll feel about Barad's death.
Not very happy. Main object finished. A motion graphic cinematic would play when you finish a zone's main quest. You can continue your exploration or go back to the shelter to turn in the quest to Minerva. Using Roto symbol can instantly teleport you back to the shelter. We'll teleport back later. The Disdaemon group, never heard of it. Is it still around? Going down. Whee! Darkwater Swamp. Oh, the shield gets pulled from there. Does the sword also get pulled from there? Does not. But does the spear get pulled from there? That it does not either. Oh, it does! Oh, I see where the... Okay. Where does the sword get pulled from, then? Nice touch on the shield animation and the, spear animation. I just don't know where the sword
Poisonous
goes.
vines have blocked the road. The fire enchantite could help me with them.
Wait, isn't this the beginning of the game? Oh my god, these actually hurt.
Maybe I should bring this back to Minerva first.
No, we cannot. That would abandon what we need to do, what we need to accomplish, everything that we've worked for. I'm a little sad that there are no jump attacks. However, it's kind of showing me that I have to scale my weapons up if I want to deal with certain situations. Let's check around the room one more time before going back down. Oh! Okay, no shortcuts. None at all. No shortcuts at all. Not allowed. Okay. Yeah, I feel that. I understand being sleepy. It's a vibe. I have a feeling I'm gonna get attacked. Alligator? See you later, alligator. Loading. Flooded belt.
Maybe I should bring this back to Minerva first.
Yes, I know. I just wanted to get this first. Can we open now? We cannot. Teleportation! Teleportation! Teleportation!
Maybe
Minerva.
I should bring this back
Oh
to
my
Minerva
god, yes,
first.
I understand that. We're going to Minerva. After we see over here for the quickest of moments. Okay.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Or the new blueprint
Hey,
you
look!
found.
I found a new blueprint.
Awesome, cutie. It's very detailed. Now I can make more trinkets for you.
Cool. So these are physics. We have 5 damage trinkets, but we only have 7 silver slabs. So those are physics. This is for fire in specific. But we don't have any bone trinkets or gold slabs, so... And we don't have any starite or silver, so... we'll just make these 2. And once you complete one...
Thank you.
Eventually we'll get that up. When using the sword and shield attack, hold to perform a forward thrust. After successfully blocking at the instant a shield block takes effect, the block will not cost SP and will restore additional AP. Cool. Minerva, where are ya? I got something for you. I promise I didn't do anything awful that you'll hate me for it.
News travels faster than you, it would seem. Was it you who killed Barad? I'd hoped you would act with more discretion.
Sorry, the shifting stone had been moved deep into the granary. There was no avoiding a fight. Quintus also told me about the situation in the Black Streets. Barad had been pushing the people around for a long time. He was a bully whose evil had no limits.
Was he, though?
Quintus. Regardless, I clearly told you that if you can't keep a low profile during this mission, you should talk to me.
That tyrant lorded over the people of the Black Streets. I couldn't just sit back and do nothing.
And so, you just ignored our agreement and killed him? His death won't save the Black Streets. That's just your own wishful thinking. Once a new leader comes to power, the people will have even more trouble to deal with. I hope you're not doing this to prove your strength, because if you are, you've only succeeded in highlighting your stupidity.
At least I got the shifting stone back.
Oh, you truly are a rude child. You don't even have an ounce of respect.
Here, the Echo. Take it. I know you're just a child, so I'll give you one more chance. Think carefully about what I said. Once you're ready, come find me.
Huh. Could we have done things differently? I deleted the save from yesterday.
Hopefully you won't act so rashly in the future. Otherwise, I won't be able to continue cooperating with you.
Understood.
Next, I'll give you 3 missions at once. You'll be finding a missing person, investigating a magical anomaly, and retrieving a weapon of great power. The area is divided into the Argus Bazaar, the Stella Mine, and the Fallon Academy. I'll give you all the mission details now, but the order in which you carry them out is entirely up to you.
Got it.
Then let's get started.
Quest summary. The shifting stone has been taken back, albeit with some difficulties along the way. Just as I expected, although Hilda is quite capable, she is still a simple child. I'll need to think a bit more on how best to find tasks suited for her. However, my show of dominance can make her a bit more docile. But Quintus truly has no moral integrity to speak of, thanks to the God of Stars' protection. Though I have some information that can deal with him, I'll leave this for Bion to handle. We'll set aside the mess at the Black Streets for now. We need to put the shifting stone to use right away. If this works, the adherence movement will be difficult to stop.
First, you need to go to the Black Streets and find the shifting stone that was stolen by the War Axe. Not too long ago, one of Barad's men claimed it while looting. We must take it back. The War Axe is a power that we must not ignore. Their leader, Barad, even calls himself Lord of the Black Streets. You'd best keep a low profile while carrying this out. If Barad notices the adherents, it'll be bad for both of us. Once you're ready, go to the entrance to the Black Streets in the sewers. Quintus, the information peddler, will give you more information on the shifting stone.
Argus
An
Bazaar.
Aristoi woman named Marissa planned to seek refuge with the adherents, so we sent guards with her to ensure her safety. The guards were ambushed, though, and we lost track of her in the Argus Bazaar. Right now, the bazaar is under the heretics of the Ethris' control. They preach there in an attempt to recruit people, and they won't hesitate to kidnap people for their shape-shifting rituals. I'm worried that Marissa may have met a similar fate. Hilda, you have to go deep into the bazaar to investigate her whereabouts. As soon as you find her, just use the signal stone, and I'll send someone to bring her back to the shelter at once.
Okay, use the signal stone. We're just gonna handle
Where
this
are
one
you
right
going? You must hear all the mission briefs before setting out.
now. Oh. Talk about the Saintess of the Black Streets. I didn't know there were still so many people in the Black Streets who worship that woman. Truly, Serene is not as noble as I think. Whatever, forget I said anything. There's some truths I actually understand quite well. But Serene, why her? Oh, by the gods, it's best if I don't think of that. About the future of the Black Streets. So about the situation in the Black Streets going forward, is there anything I can do to help? You're still thinking about the Black Streets? What's done is done. There's nothing more you can do to help. The Black Streets will fall into chaos, but Bion is ready to respond and will monitor the situation. The new leader may blame us for killing Parad. I'll do my best to minimize the potential fallout, though the degree to which I can do is is limited. Is there no faster way? I understand your desire to help, but it's best if you let me handle it. You'd best just focus on the tasks I assign you, understood? Yes.
Please speak.
War table. Dear Min, my parents have not come back yet, but I have found the information you wanted. It is very dangerous outside right now. Though, if you want me to go to the shelter, why not send Bion? Having him with me would put me at ease. Who would be better than Bion when I have to go through a street full of cultists? Forget it. You have your plans. I have already set the departure time. Do have someone come to my home to get me 5 days later at the night that the moon will not rise. Yours, Mar. So, Minerva and Marissa. That was on the 1st of June, 2327. Mistress, we have conducted a round of investigations on the main block of Argus Bazaar. Currently, the bazaar seems calm, but there are cultists lurking in the thick fog. If we do not go any deeper, If we do not go deeper, we cannot look into Marissa's whereabouts. According to reports, the team escorting Marissa lost contact when she was attacked in the neighborhood. However, according to the cultists' recent practices, they must publicly transform any person of significance that they captured in order to spread their beliefs, which means that no news is good news. She must be hiding somewhere in Argus Bazaar. Bion.
Fallon Academy is an important military and political hub, so naturally it is well secured. Fortunately, Bion's intel will make sneaking in much easier. There's an iris deep in the Academy, and it's one of the strongest weapons the Aphis Legion has at present. It can condense energy and transform it into a destructive beam of light. However, its energy consumption is so high that the Archon of Legion rarely uses it. Letting something like that sit around collecting dust is such a waste, don't you think? I need you to retrieve the iris.
Okay, we can retrieve the iris. Phelan Academy is a military and political institute in Aphis that has produced many outstanding Arstois, senators, soldiers, and generals after the curse. The Academy took on the responsibility of the city's survival, but the enormous pressure has begun to gradually corrupt it. Quest description. There's a weapon deep inside Phelan Academy called the Iris. It's very powerful, but was shelved due to its excessive energy consumption. The adherents won't use it to harm people. No, the Iris is needed for another purpose. Quest description for Argus Bazaar and zone description. Argus Bazaar was once the most lively and prosperous civilian district in Aphis, a place where all kinds of merchants, artisans, and artists gathered. Now, though, it's been occupied by the heretics of the esoteric school of the Asterigos, and has turned into a gloomy place shrouded in mist. We've sent soldiers to escort Lady Marissa of House Rosa, but we lost contact with them in Argus Bazaar. I need somebody to go investigate and bring Lady Marissa back.
Fallon Academy is an important military and political hub.
Iris Blueprint Analysis Record. Mistress, I contacted Smith from the Academy to make a copy of the Iris Blueprint for me. When I looked at it, I was really surprised. I did not expect Aphis to have such a powerful weapon. The designer was inspired by the legendary ritual during the Martin invasion. As long as there's a continuous flow of energy, the Iris's power can directly break through any known barrier or structure. Mistress, such a powerful weapon sounds quite terrifying. I do not know what exactly the Archons built this weapon for. Additionally, considering that currently all our starite is used to make stardust, we would need to use a lot of the city's stardust to store the power of the Iris. Vulcane, the 1st of August, 1720. That was like 600 years ago.
An Aristoi woman.
2327. That seems to be the current year.
Fallon Academy is an important military and political hub. Fallon Academy.
Oh, so that's Vulcane, the blacksmith. Fallon Trail Investigation Report. Mistress, I received intelligence stating that the Legion will readjust its deployment. At that time, the defenses at Fallon Trail will be fairly lax. This would be the best chance to sneak in. The chances to the Legion's deployment are mainly aimed at those outsider soldiers who infiltrated the city 3 months ago. Their fighting skills are excellent, and with the Senator's assistance, they have created considerable trouble for the Archon. Therefore, in order to carry out a closer siege plan against these outsiders, the Archon has strengthened the military presence in Argus Plaza and the area surrounding the bazaar. This presents an opportunity for us. I found out that the Iris is currently deployed on Sixth Bridge in the deepest part of the Academy. As long as the magic ballistae are not activated, sneaking into the Academy from the path outside the bazaar will be the best choice. I can act at any time. Bion. And then Stellamine. Stellamine, the main source of starite in Aphis, is said to be the cornerstone of the city's prosperity. However, this place has been plagued with misfortune and disasters, and the Aphis Legion withdrawing has only made things worse. The miners there have no choice but to face all kinds of threats and disasters alone.
Pit Village sent a message requesting help. They say that a magical anomaly involving foreigners has occurred. The villagers are strong and resolute, but they're also very stubborn. If we're going to learn more, we need to meet their leader Abalone face to face. You're the best choice to send as an envoy. At present, the situation there is tenuous, largely because Archon Marble withdrew the troops and gave up on guarding the mines. Now, both the War Axe and the Heretics desire to claim the lands, and Pit Village is fighting alone. Hear their request. Now is the best opportunity to gain their allegiance. I'll give you a token to let Abalone know who you are.
A message from Pit Village said that conflict related to foreigners broke out at Stella Mine. I need someone to meet with the leader of the Pit Village and solve their crisis. Pit Village's request for aid. Mistress, our scouts outside the Pit Village received a message from the village asking for help. Remember that other group of outsiders who invaded a few days ago? They have occupied Stella Mine and caused magical anomalies. There are many signs that the invading outsiders are likely associated with a group of treasure thieves who came a few months ago. Judging from the equipment and materials they brought, they are obviously well prepared. However, considering the reappearance of magical anomalies in the mine and our shortage of manpower, I do not think we are ready to explore the mine again just yet, especially since we have also lost contact with Tanrius and his wife. It would be better to have them with us while taking care of the magical anomaly issue. Bion, the 21st of May, 2327. Tanrius' farewell letter. Mistress, in light of the increasing severity of the situation, I can understand why you have repeatedly delayed exploring the mine. By the time you read this letter, my wife and I should have already left the shelter and returned to the lab at our house. Please do not disturb our research for the time being. However, the Trinity Knight will be here in but a year. So we have decided to act on our own once our research is complete. This is how we must do it. There are secrets regarding Asterigos and Ephesian mythology buried under Stella Mine. Secrets that can even unravel the cause of those magical anomalies in historical records. Therefore, we simply must go. I ask that considering we have worked together for nearly 1,000 years, you help us look after Marissa. We leave all our research records to her. So is Marissa their daughter? The daughter of Tanrius and his wife? Did they state his wife's name or no? Ask about Marissa. Can you tell me why you think so highly of Marissa? You're so curious, very well. Her house was close with my own, and we've been good friends since childhood. Her parents were prominent physicoi in Aphis, and they're extremely important to the adherents now. However, working with the adherents put her parents in great danger. I swore in the name of the One to use everything at my disposal to the One. At my disposal to protect Marissa in order to get her parents to feel at ease working with us. So it's not so much friendship as it is you trying to fulfill your own responsibility and oath. When her parents went missing, I knew matters weren't so simple, so I immediately sent someone to bring her to the shelter where she would be safe. Since she's so important to you, why didn't you send Bion to do it? You really think I would just send anybody to do this? Don't be so naive. We discovered that the cultists had set up an ambush to capture her, so Bion went to the bazaar as well. If it weren't for Bion dealing with most of the enemies in the shadows, I fear she would have fallen into enemies' hands before she even set foot in the bazaar. Why do cultists want to capture her? That's another topic entirely. Ask who the outsiders in the Pit Village are. You mentioned there are outsiders causing chaos in the Pit Village. Is it the Northwind Legion? Your comrades have indeed caused a lot of trouble for Aphis, but the chaos in the Pit Village is probably not because of them. How can you tell? The message from the village mentions more than 100 invaders. The Northwind Legion always carries out their operations in small squads. Oh, I didn't think that you'd know that. We've traded blows with them for some time now. If we couldn't even glean such information, how would we have managed to capture you? Well, I'm just glad to know it's not my brothers causing trouble. Ask why they want to help Pit Village. Why do you especially want to help the Pit Village? I thought you mostly keep to yourselves. Because my family has links to the Pit Village. My family used to manage the place. House Lore runs a huge storage processing and construction business. We initially invested a lot in the Pit Village to ensure an ample supply of materials. But after the curse, it was expropriated by the Archon, and we were forced to give it up. So you're helping them now in an attempt to get them back on board with the adherents? It's not quite as simple as that, but I don't mind you thinking that way. Ask about the magical anomaly. You mentioned a magical anomaly in the Pit Village. Can you describe it in more detail? The Celamine has a long history and a record of numerous strange happenings. Any bizarre phenomena you can think of has probably occurred there at some point. Words are hard! Take, for instance, the latest incident. People who entered the mine would lose both their sanity and humanity. Aha. What was the cause? That's still unknown. We've been trying to uncover the secrets of the mine for some time, but the sheer depths has made it extremely difficult. Whether or not this is the same phenomena, you mustn't take off your necklace for any reason. My necklace? The memento? Yes, it has protective abilities. Please remember that. Like resurrection, right? Right? Ask more about the situation in the Academy. I'd like to know more about what Phelan Academy is like. It's a fortress, but it's been completely sealed since the outbreak of the curse. So what's in there now? Soldiers serving under Archon Marble are stationed there, and numerous smiths. Smiths? Isn't it a military academy? Patience, child, let me finish. To produce Stardust, Marble took all the best smiths in the city, including those from my family's workshop. Is he holding them against their will? You could say that. The smiths are forced to produce Stardust in the academy day and night to maintain the lives of those in the city. Ask what the iris is. I want to know more details about the iris. The iris is one of the strongest weapons the Aphis Legion has right now. It can condense energy and transform it into a destructive beam of light. But its drawback is that it uses huge amounts of energy. It requires the burning of a lot of high purity starite just to fire it once. That's why it can't be mass produced as of now. We only know of the initial prototype that was produced by the Academy. What terrifying power. I didn't know Aphis had a weapon like that. Do not worry. Once I obtain the iris, I guarantee I won't use it on any person. Any person, she said. Any person.
Time is of the essence.
Yet you yelled at me for not looking at stuff. Okay, you're pointing for me to get the hell out. I get it. Let me go to Bion.
They're obviously surprised by your abilities. To be honest, I am too. Barad wasn't someone so easily dealt with. I'm actually intrigued by you. It seems the Northwind Legion are different than other foreign troops. They have areas they excel in.
Minerva doesn't think so. It's as if I should have killed him.
That's true,
Shouldn't have killed
but
him.
at the same time, it's your abilities that give me pause. After all, when it comes to magic, there's a world of difference between you and the Ephesians. It's why I'm so surprised. But time has also whittled down our senses. Mine aren't as sharp now as they used to be.
I actually care more about whether or not Quintus can be trusted.
Oh? And what is it that you think?
Doubt Barad's motive for capturing Quintus. Suspect that Quintus was tricking me.
Look, this sounds pretty strange, but I get the feeling he was constantly trying to trick me into attacking Barad. I know it sounds like I'm trying to find an excuse for my mistake, but
I get it. Honestly, that's what I hate the most about Quintus. He's a cheat, and he really likes testing and using people. I'm not surprised in the slightest that you'd feel that way. You know how to deal with cheats. All you can do is observe their movements, and don't listen to a word they say.
Doubt Barad's motive for capturing Quintus.
I suspect that Barad's reason for capturing Quintus had nothing to do with the shifting stone, but something else entirely.
Oh? And what proof do you have?
None.
I just don't trust that guy. I get the feeling he tells only half-truths.
I know the relationship between Quintus and Barad was very tense. If Barad wanted to cause trouble for him, there were a lot of possibilities.
Talk about Barad's recruitment attempt. I tried to negotiate with Barad, but you'll never guess what happened. He invited you to join the Warax, didn't he? How did you know? Because he did the same to Bion. What can I say? Barad was a madman, but that doesn't mean he hadn't thought of anything. The Warax's ranks grew significantly after the curse. That's why he called himself a man of many talents. He was a strong, purposeful man, and welcomed anyone who came to him. But I'm glad you didn't agree to it. After all, you could see that they have us seriously outnumbered. I made an agreement with you. Breaking a promise is not only unacceptable to me, but it would be a disgrace for the Northwind Legion. Ha ha ha. Well said. It's nice to hear that you outsiders value honor as much as we do. Conclusion.
So do you know what happened?
Quintus has long wanted to work with one of the gang's deputies to overthrow Barad. That's probably why Barad captured him. Perhaps after he encountered you, he suddenly changed his plan and decided to use you instead. Now, even Decimus is dead, and I think I have a pretty good guess as to which of his right-hand men is most likely to become the new leader.
Oh, then I just made things worse, didn't I?
There's no need for you to feel responsible for it. Even if you hadn't killed him today, things would have played out similarly sooner or later.
He still used me, that much is true.
Yes, it's probably best if you reflect on that a bit. At least you've learned something though, right? Just don't act so impulsively next time, child. What do you want to know?
I like how Bion is discussing with Hilda, because he's not treating her exactly like a child. Like, he knows she is a child, but at the same time, he's impressed by her abilities to actually be able to take out Barad. But the other thing is, like, use what happened to your advantage in a way. Like, you've been tricked. It happens, but learn from it so that you can get some proper experience out of it so that it may not happen again. Like, he follows the mistress's, Minerva's, every goal, like every aspect, but at the same time, he has his own interest of strength too. So I like that. The mistress wants me to go to Asterigos Bazaar and search for Lady Marissa. Could you give me more information? Lady Marissa holds one of the keys that will determine the adherent success. We've been planning to bring her to the shelter for a long time. As a member of the Aristoi, she originally lived at Argis Plaza, but we'll have to pass through the bazaar to get her to the shelter. There's just one problem. The bazaar's been occupied by the cultists. They've been hostile towards anyone who's unwilling to give up their faith in the Three. The curse has forced people to rely on stardust to survive, and this is where the cultists come in. They convert people and expand their power by either providing more stardust or coercing people with transformation rituals and other threatening means. We'd originally hoped providing stardust would allow us to get through to some residents, but some people aren't worth trusting. That was negligence on our part. I never imagined supplying them for hundreds of years would come to nothing. Seems like it's clearly even more dangerous than the Black Streets. Ask about the locals. I'd like to know about who lives there. The residents are average citizens, down and out Aristoi, and a large number of cultist converts. They're the people that the Archon of Legion had no choice but to abandon. They just have to survive any way they can. But the cultists have been quite satisfied ever since they chased away the soldiers and occupied Argis Bazaar. Not only do they get their own territory, but they can also take in helpless citizens. They could go up against soldiers? How? They use transformation rituals to change themselves into animal-human hybrids. They claim doing so will free them from their thirst for stardust and restore their freedom while also granting them great power. Naturally, people who can't take any more suffering will turn to them for help. This sounds... I don't understand. It almost sounds like a solution, but judging by the look on your face, you don't think so, do you? The ritual is not a difficult one to carry out, but most people who are transformed into beasts lose their sanity, or even become bloodthirsty monsters. I don't think that's a so-called return to normalcy. By the gods, it's nothing more than the devolution of humans into animals. Indeed, I know I wouldn't want to become like that. We've lost some excellent guards there, though, so I have to warn you to pay attention to your surroundings. The area is often covered in fog, so they like to take advantage of it to launch sneak attacks. Even sharp swords will lose to Sinister's claws. Be careful. Those beasts aren't easily dealt with. Ask about local forces. Why was Argis Bazaar occupied by cultists? Under martial law, the Archon of Legion couldn't give the people hope for the future. That made it easy for the cultists to spring up. Combine that with the soldiers finding it difficult to fight in the fog, so they were defeated. Not only the border between the Aristoi and citizens' quarters can be defended, and even then, just barely. You mentioned they had to fight in the fog? Yes, the bazaar has been shrouded in a strange fog for hundreds of years now. It appeared after Asterigos broke out. Because of that, some people suspect that it was the cultists who conjured it. The thick fog made the Legion's offensive effort more difficult by the day, and in the end, the Archon of Legion had no choice but to pull the Legion out. The feeling of abandonment made the people of the bazaar lose hope in the government, and naturally, the cultists took control. Ask about Marissa. The mistress specifically sent someone to escort Marissa to the shelter. Is she someone important? Yes, very important. She may be even more important than you or me. As for why, if the mistress isn't willing to divulge this, then neither am I. Then at the very least, you can tell me about her background, right? I can't possibly find her with just a name to go off of. She's a very talented musician as well as an artist with a beautiful demeanor and a lovely voice. She has beautiful blonde hair that shines under the stage light. She's slim, appears to be about 30 years old, and... what is it? Why are you looking at me like that? Aside from her appearance, does she have any other characteristics? Let me think. Oh yes, he has a crush. Let me think. Oh yes, she has a starlight brooch, with a star design. She has a starlight brooch with a rose design. The rose is her family emblem. Her music's also very popular, and she's well known even in the citizen quarter. If you ask around, I'm sure many people will have heard of her. An arsoy with blonde hair and rose brooch. I'll try to use these clues to find her. Thanks. If it had been me personally escorting her from the beginning, she'd already be here safe and sound. You must find her and bring her back to the shelter. Interesting, she's that important. Stella Mine and Phelan Academy. How do I enter Phelan Academy? Phelan Academy. I'm full of reverence and gratitude for that place. It holds countless memories of my youth. It was like my second home. But that's all in the past. Now, that place is... I'm sorry, I seem to have strayed from the topic. If you exit from north entrance of Argus Bazaar, you'll come to Phelan Trail. You can also reach Phelan Trail from the sewer close to the shelter. Security at the main entrance's type of Phelan Trail is pretty deserted, so that's your best way into the academy. Although there are lines there, it'll be easier. After following the trail, you'll pass through the political campus, followed by the military campus. The Iris is located on the path towards 6 behind the academy. Got it. I'll leave right away. Wait, if possible, I hope you'll reduce the chances of confrontation with the soldiers. You don't think I've got what it takes? I'll prove to you what I'm capable of. That's not what I meant. You'll have many opportunities to prove yourself, but they're my brothers. You should be able to understand that. I understand. Do you have any other questions? Ask about the lions. You mentioned that there are lions guarding Phelan Academy. Yes, we train beasts such as lions and bulls in Aphis. They're very useful when carrying out missions. Wow, that's amazing. We're unable to train such large creatures in Anvari. Do they really obey commands? The lions and bulls have been somewhat affected by Asterigos, but they still obey. They're really loyal. They're not hard to deal with. They have a fixed pattern of movement. You'll be able to find their weakness if you observe them carefully. Ask about the army security. What's the current situation inside? Archon Marble doesn't return often. It's now overseen by Centurion. Other than the elite troops, they have a Colossi and a magic Ballistae. The Ballistae can automatically lock onto invaders, but they require a lot of Stardust for power. They're only activated in an emergency. How about the Colossi? The Colossi used to be deployed throughout Aphis. They've protected the city for a long time. Oh, I saw a few huge statues that had been destroyed. So they weren't just ordinary statues? That's right. The Colossi were originally produced in Styx under the Legion supervision, but production ceased for various reasons. When Marble enacted martial law, he activated the few remaining Colossi. The Colossi have been granted the formidable combat skills of Ephesian warriors and are even harder to deal with. I don't think there are any opponents more dangerous than the Colossi in the whole academy. Be careful when facing them. Ask about the objective of the army at Phelan Academy. Why is there a need to deploy so many soldiers to guard the academy? Why do you think? Phelan Academy houses important weapons and the majority of the current Stardust supply. Archon Marble has imprisoned the Starlight Smiths deep within the Academy, forcing them to produce Stardust day and night so that he can distribute and manage it. From Varad and the Black Streets to the Cultists, everybody covets that place. Also, you might see Myron, Vulcane's husband, there. There's been no news of him for a long time. If you find out anything at all, let Vulcane know. She may look cheerful every day, but she's always wondering about her husband's whereabouts. I'll keep it in mind. If you can successfully complete this mission, I might see you in a new light. Anyway, take care. Ask about Pit Village. Can you tell me more about the situation in Pit Village? The village is in a very sorry state. Even without mentioning the Legion's retreat, they're facing harassment by the cultists, the Warax, and outsiders all at the same time. It's a miracle they've managed to hold out for so long. If you're going there, I need to mention the Cella Mine. For various reasons, we've set up 3 layers of magical defensive devices in the mine, at the entrance, the hollow, and the lower mine. They serve to ensure the safety of the miners so they can mine for Starlight without fear. As long as the devices in these 3 areas remain intact, you as well as the people in the Pit Village won't meet with the major problems. What kind of problems? Oh, I wish I could tell you, but it's very difficult to explain with words alone. I'll let Avalon tell you. Who's Avalon? Ask why the Legion abandoned the mine. From the information I've gathered, the Aphis Legion used to have total control of the mine. That's right, Stardust rations have been a major issue ever since the Archon enacted martial law. Almost all the raw materials used to make Stardust come from the mines in Aphis, with the main producer being the Stella Mine. Then why did the Legion abandon the mine? The Stella Mine is an unusual vein. Since ancient times, many magical anomalies have occurred there. A high price must be paid to maintain the stability of the mine. This includes soldiers, supplies, and the manpower to manage it. So when the human losses started to outweigh the benefits to be gained, it's not difficult to imagine why the Archon gave the order to withdraw. By the way, you'd best not talk about these things to the people in the Pit Village. It's guaranteed to make them mad. Talk about Minerva. What type of leader is Minerva? The Mistress has a flexible and agile mind. She's also highly knowledgeable and has great aspirations for the city. Anyone who spent time with her couldn't fail to appreciate her talent. Sounds like everyone believes in her. More importantly, she's one of the few leaders that can help people stay calm and rational. What does that mean? The city is slowly becoming twisted. The Archon has proved useless. The Mistress is taking risks to lift the curse. Not many Arsoi can do that. Talk about Roxanne. Or talk about Vulcane. I have a question. How did Vulcane know how to reinforce my weapon? Our magic weapons are very rare in Anbari. It's not enough just to oil them. It's a mystery to me, but she can really work some serious magic. There aren't many adherents, but they're all extraordinary. You'll always be in good hands with her. Even if it's not equipment related, you can just chat with her. You'll like her. She brings joy to everyone in the shelter. Just don't mention her appearance. Huh. Is Roxanne the steward here? Yeah, why are you talking about her? If we stand here gossiping, we could be on the receiving end of one of her infamous stares. Like right now, she's staring at us. No, we can't talk about her anymore. Are you scared of her? Everybody should be. It's those piercing eyes. I'm as confident as I can, as confident as can be when it comes to fighting. But for everything else, just listen to her. You won't go wrong. Ah, so he respects her.
Ha! Feel like sparring.
Come give me your all in this battle.
Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion?
Ah! Oh my god, that damage. Oh my.
You still have room for improvement.
Holy hell, that damage, my dude.
What do you want to know? Ha! Feel like sparring?
Hmm.
Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion?
Damn it.
You still have room
So
for
2 shots,
improvement.
essentially, is how much it takes to kill me, and I do so little damage to him currently. So it's not
What
that I
do you
wouldn't
want
be
to
able to
know?
beat him, it's
Feel
just my
like
damage is
sparring?
too low. And it would just be like a time sink to try to kill him the way that I have, like, stuff set up right now.
You still have room for improvement.
I want to try one more time.
What do you want to know?
It's not bad.
Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion? You still have
he
room
one-shot
for
me.
improvement.
He actually one-shot me. Whoopsies. Whoopsies.
What do you want to know? Ha! Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion?
No, no, no. Yeah! Damn it.
You still have room for improvement.
He was bleeding, though. He was bleeding. Oh my god. Okay. That's not bad. I think that fight is super doable.
What do you want to know? Ha! Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aethys Legion? You still have room for improvement. What do you want to know? Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aethys Legion?
Oh my god, the camera couldn't see! Hold on. If I was to switch the camera, will I do decent damage?
Feel like sparring.
I like the act of parrying, but it's like if I mess up against this dude parrying once,
the might of the
it'd be annoying. Oh god!
You still have room for improvement.
Wait a second, don't I have 2 things that I haven't equipped yet either? What is Gift of the Nexus? Ooh, Armor of Blue Meteor. This feels like a battle pass, funny enough. And Arconic Phantom Mantle? Ooh. Kinda sick.
What do you want to know? Feel like sparring?
Damn. They may incentivize upgrading weapons in this game. Which isn't a bad thing necessarily. Oh my god.
You still have room for improvement.
So too slow, it seems, for the hammer.
What do you want to know? Ha! Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aethys Legion?
Damn it.
You still have room for improvement.
It would just take way too long to try to actually do it as I am currently doing it. So leveling up weapons is not gonna be a bad thing at all. Volcane.
You killed Barad? By the gods, why isn't everyone singing your praises? We should put up a monument in your name. I'm serious.
I don't know. Actually, they seem pretty upset with what I did.
Well, you can't please everyone, but I'm sure what you did saved someone. So cheer up.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
I can get everything to like a +2, if anything. Or let's get everything to a +1 first. Just to get like general weapon stats up. I can't get anything to like a +3 right now. Spear maybe. Spear's like one of my most consecutively used weapons, but I don't have enough Stardust now.
Hey, sweetie. You going to Argus Bazaar?
Do you have any information?
Sorry, no. But if you're interested, there is a forge there. I used to run it. Impressed?
Wow.
No information, but
Yes.
you used to run it.
If you do pass by, could you bring me the tool bag from inside? Those tools would be a huge help. Say, that's useful information, isn't it?
Let me think about it.
Do the favor.
Where in Argus Bazaar is the forge?
Oh, sweetie, you're the best! It's near the high wall, next to the exit of the bazaar. There's only one big forge there. You can't miss it. I'd love to go and visit, but, you know, that wouldn't be a good choice.
Leave it to me.
Ask about the Celamine. Volcane, have you heard of the Celamine? Are you going to mine? Oh, sweetheart, please take care. The people of the Pit Village are very fierce, but the monster in the mine are even more trouble. Why do you say that? That mine's the only part of that produces starry calcum. And ever since Marble gave the order to withdraw, the situation in the mine has probably gone from bad to worse. There's always been monsters down there. They must be wreaking even more havoc now. You have orichalcum? I thought it was only a legend. Haha, it's a rare metal, but don't forget that starry is even rarer. Orichalcum can only be found in the Celamine, but you can only mine for the starite safely if you have orichalcum. If you're going to the mine, maybe you can bring back some materials for me on the down low. Talk about Minerva. Do you get on well with Mistress Minerva? She's very nice to me. Sometimes she even touches my tail. Touches your tail? Just kidding, she never does that, but I do feel happy each time she comes to talk to me. And I'm sure she was attracted to my wagging tail quite a few times too. I can't understand how she feels. She's caring and nice to me. And unlike other Arstoi, she's never arrogant. She's really great, I must say. You feel the same way, don't you? What? Sorry, I didn't catch that? You're so cute. Talk about Roxanne. I'm curious, Roxanne. Shh, quiet. You must call her Lady Roxanne, do you understand? She's very strict and never misses little details like that. I'm not gonna say anything bad, it's just she makes me nervous. Of course, she has a good side. She has a good side. Sometimes she tells jokes, but they're too sophisticated for me to understand. When I'm too busy with work, she takes my worn-out clothes to repair them. And anyway, she's a really nice person. But she's a real stickler for detail, so never forget anything once she's corrected you. Thanks for the heads up. Talk about Bion. Are you the one who maintains Bion's weapons and gears? Huh. Oh, honey, does that bother you? I can feel you really want a powerful weapon like Bion's, am I right? You're lucky, because you've met me in the shelter. I maintain all Lord Bion's weapons and gears, and I'm happy to adjust and make all sorts of weapons, magic weapons, based on his needs. But I'm afraid Unvari doesn't have anything even close to his weapons yet. Let's do it step by step. Make them usable first. Then we can think of more features. How about that? Yeah, better not put too many fancy things on them. Better not. I'm afraid that's not possible, honey. This is Aphis.
Thank you.
Alright. I got my weapons upgraded a slight bit. So, they do a decent job at, like, balancing, like,
What do you want to know?
you're becoming overpowered or
like
not.
sparring.
I like that.
Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion?
No! No!
You still have room for improvement.
Fine. 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 It is fine.
I serve Lady Minerva. Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion? You still have room for improvement.
Okay.
I serve Lady Minerva. Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion?
Damn it.
You still have room for improvement. What do you want to know? Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion?
So he bleeds. Damn it.
You still have room
Damn it,
for
damn it,
improvement.
damn it, damn it, damn it, dude. It's tough. It's kind of tough. But I like the parries.
What do you want to know? Feel like sparring?
I do wonder how they start mitigating damage over
Are you
time.
ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion?
The one dodge roll that I messed up so I can reposition for the camera, mainly because the camera angle is bad.
What do you want to know? Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion? You still have room.
I overextended!
Yes? Ha! Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion? You still have room for improvement.
Dude. It's tough because the damage is not there. I don't have the
Yes.
special abilities to be able to do stuff as much
Feel
yet.
like sparring?
But I know I can beat
Are you
him
ready
too.
to witness the might of the Aphis Legion?
No.
You still have room for improvement.
Yes, I know I have room for improvement. Leave me alone. I wish your song was better.
I serve Lady Minerva. Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Aphis Legion?
Oh my god. Oh god! What did you do? Oh, I activated phase 2. He threw his shield at me. He never did that before. So rude.
So you killed Barad and incited quite the commotion. Truly. You do have an outsider's style.
His survival wouldn't have benefited Aphis. The people of the Blackstreets were suffering. He's not someone who deserved to live.
You think killing him will help the Blackstreets? What a crude and barbaric way of thinking. Oh, if you'd received Aphis's Aristoi education, you would have learned not to be so impulsive.
Oh, then what would you have done?
Barad was one of the few in the Warax who cared about the balance of interests, not just a cruel, bloodthirsty savage.
He actually seemed
it.
it.
Have a place like the Blackstreets is harmless. What we should be doing is expanding our reach to other places, not creating unnecessary chaos. If you want to fight for justice, I'd suggest you first learn more about this city. You do not yet possess the knowledge required for such a crusade. What can I do for you?
Such an interesting, like, perspective. Because it's not false. Like, just because of the death of one warlord doesn't mean a better life for the majority of them, because dependent on the, like, kind of morality of that warlord, right? That leader. Because Varad didn't seem like a complete and total, like, ass. He didn't seem like that much like that. He seemed respectable in a way, which is very interesting. We're missing one echo from the Blackstreets too. Ask about Eumenides' political posters. I saw some political posters about Eumenides. What's the story? Eumenides' political posters, to think those things are still there. They're from a long, long time ago. He's one who took the Northwind Legion, but also a senator? Yes, I was also quite surprised back then. But you also have to bear in mind that the social system has been destroyed over the past 1,000 years. It doesn't matter who he was back then. Now he's just a madman who listens to nobody but himself. Ask about the Resonator Act. What's the Resonator Act? The what? Oh, you're putting my memory to the test. Oh, you're putting my memory to the test. That was a policy that Eumenides tried to push before Asterigos, intended to give slaves and the poor an opportunity to use Starry. You mean they could also study magic? They could use basic public facilities that run on Starlight, such as the railways and street lamps. Then following that, replace stoves and torches. You obviously remember quite clearly. But I think this policy sounds pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, I have a question, Lady Roxanne. Please speak. Ask about the situation in the Citizen Quarter. Could you tell me about the current situation in Argus Bazaar? You want to go to the Citizen Quarter? I hate the fog there. It's gloomy, cold, wet, and never goes away. There isn't so much as a glimmer of hope there. The city doesn't have such a despicable thing before. The city didn't have such a despicable thing before. What was it like before? Actually, It wasn't much better than it is now, thanks to the citizens who gathered in the bazaar. They always made such a mess of the streets. Even the houses are crowded together like wet, sweaty people hugging each other. And the feces and garbage make the place reek. It's even worse now because of the fog. Now there's a musty smell alongside the original putrid stench of the streets and alleyways. And dangerous cultists to top it all off. Seems like there's terrible things are in one place there. You don't say. I don't like the Archon of Legion, but I hope his soldiers take back that wretched place. At the very least, I would make the city a bit more normal. That's their job, after all. Ask about the cultists. How much do you know about the cultists in the bazaar? I've always kept my distance from the cultists. In the past, they were low-born people who could infect the Arstoy, so I only came to learn about the cultists after Asterigos broke out. They're followers of a figure called Asterigos, who is, from what I've heard, a witch doctor who invented the bestial transformation ritual. Stories of this person can be traced to, I don't know, hundreds of years before the curse broke out? So he's not some god or legendary creature, but he's actually an actual historical figure? But he's practically a legend at this point. As for the Asterigos texts and records, they're all unofficial histories, most of them being rumors passed down through word of mouth. I don't think there's much truth worth considering there. Regardless of who exactly Asterigos was before his death, don't forget that what matters now are the lunatics committing evil acts in his name. Celamine. Lady Roxanne, how much do you know about the Celamine? It used to be humanity's family business, passed down through generations of the Gold Alive bloodline. Through the Gold Alive bloodline, the mine reached its peak potential under the management of his father, Hephaestus. However, Hephaestus lost his life at the hands of the slaves. Why did the slaves kill him? That's because his compassion led to the slaves forgetting their place in duty. You'll understand in the future. Humanities was badly affected by what happened and he neglected the mine. It was after closer cooperation with House Laurel that the business picked up again. So the mine is under your control now? That's an unfortunate thing. Asterigos gave Marble a reasonable excuse to expropriate the mine, so now it's no longer under our jurisdiction. House Laurel was put in a very difficult situation at the time. After the Legion assumed control, the leader, chosen by the Pit Village, continued to manage the mine while following orders from the Centurion and the Archon. This was the situation until Marble gave the order for the soldiers to withdraw. Ask about the hierarchy of the Celamine. Lady Roxanne, how much do you know about the Celamine? Oh wait, I already did that one. Ask what she thinks about the miners in the Pit Village. What kind of people are the miners who still remain in the Pit Village? I should have expected that you would ask my opinion on the miners. I don't have much of an opinion. The people of the Pit Village are like the ground in the mine. Apart from them being as tenacious as a rock, there is nothing else worth mentioning. You say that, but if it weren't for their hard work, would Athos be able to support the economic structure of the Arstoy? That is true. If not them, who would be the ones to do such menial labor? The blood of slaves run through their veins. Hard work is the only way to show their worth. However, Albalon was not a good slave. Only citizens can become leaders. There may well have been some underhanded transactions that led to her assuming leadership. Doesn't the fact that she could become their heir only prove her capability? What capability has she shown? To me, she was just lucky that she managed to survive. She cannot even read and write. She had the audacity to ask us to draw the inventory list while we were trading. Just this alone shows that it was a rash decision. You would best be wary of her. Some slaves would be... Words! You would best be wary of her. Some slaves would do any despicable thing to be free. Although there are very little resources left within the mine, the fact that it is controlled by such a woman is still a pity. Phelan Academy. I hear you are preparing to head to Phelan Academy? Phelan Academy. That place has only managed to survive till today because of House Laurel. What do you mean? The majority of the smiths in the academy now were trained by us. We perfected a system and paid well, leading to the emergence of many renowned smiths. Marble took every last one during martial law. We raised no complaints. Was it a necessary decision during a state of emergency? Of course, but it has been so long, and instead of solving the issue, Marble is constantly depleting manpower. That's what I find most galling. He didn't used to be such a useless person. Those smiths must be having a hard time. Yes, they are the most innocent, yet the most exploited. We do not even treat our slaves as such. Are you saying you hope I don't hurt the smiths? That's right. You're very astute. If you can do that, it will be a good thing for the mistress. Ask for information about the academy. Lady Roxanne, what else do you know about Phelan Academy? Wow, that was 1,000 years ago. Phelan Academy consists of the military campus and a political campus. It can be attended by all Airsoy and citizens who pass the exam. The academy then assigns different trainings to each person according to their talents and preferences. The majority of females enter the political campus, only a few of them go to the military campus. As well as basic etiquette and law, the campus also offers courses on politics, trade, and management. Wow, I didn't know you had to learn so much pointless stuff. Pointless? What are you saying? An Arisoi should uphold the standard that is expected of them. Now you're an Aphis. You should observe the culture of the Ephesians. I will still honestly say these writers, they have developed some really characters within their writing. Like the personalities shine inside of these characters really, really well. Talk about Minerva. By the way, could you describe what Mistress Minerva is like? She's from House Laurel, one of the few old houses that still holds the title of Aristoi. Her family has always been of the finest noble blood and is destined to be admired. I can clearly feel your affection for her. Don't interrupt me, child. Let me finish. Her family runs a business that processes Starlight to maximize its effectiveness. Thanks to this, they have cemented their status within the city. 1/3 of all public facilities are supplied by them. If you ever witness them, you'll know just how incredible they are. I see. You can really tell, kind of their tone inside their writing. Just how she says, don't interrupt me, child. That's something that she would say, just from the little comment that Hilda had made. Legitimately. So, for the writers to actually write that in, it's a little thing, but it means so much in a way to showcase her character. To showcase the character of Roxanne. Talk about Bayan. Can you talk about Bayan? He is the son of an Arsoi who had fallen on hard times. He once climbed to the rank of Centurion, but failed to reach any higher. Mistress Minerva's family saw his strength and appointed him as her personal guard. Of course, that is nothing compared to being a general, but he has always done an excellent job. I think he's a great fighter. Indeed, most would also agree. Talk about Vulcane. Do you only have one smith here? You mean Vulcane? No, of course there are more. But Vulcane is the best, as well as her excellent skill. She is also extremely fit and also always on standby. Sometimes we need to process Starlight weapons. You should also— Oh! What? You're not worried about letting her touch your gear, are you? Not everyone knows how to deal with her, but she is a good girl. You can trust her. All I want to say is do not be concerned about her appearance. But that's the one thing that basically Hilda didn't comment on, her appearance.
Mind your manners.
Mind your manners. Mind your manners. Mind your manners. Hard to get that tone down for me. Man, it's been an hour and 40 minutes, and I don't think I've really... I don't think I've done much gameplay except the fight against Bayan a couple times, which I completely and totally flopped on. However, the dialogue, the lore, the exposition of this world, Like the world building, everything so far, character personalities has all been fantastic. I've been enjoying every character so much, how they even feel about the other characters too. It's impressive. Oh. What are you doing here?
Hey, friend! I'm so glad you survived.
I have nothing to say to you.
Wait, what do you mean, friend? Are you mad at me because I didn't stop you from killing Barad?
Stop me? You encouraged me to kill him.
Don't speak such nonsense, friend. I just said that killing him was one choice. I didn't say you had to kill him. If the way I said it made you misunderstand, then I'm willing to apologize, but please, believe me when I say I didn't plan to hurt you.
You... Forget it. It's my fault I got tricked by your words.
Self-recognition.
But friend, there's one more thing you must help me with. Please, don't ignore me, friend. This is a matter of life and death for me.
Life and death? As if I should believe anything you say. I'll need to think about it.
It's true, and there's a nice reward in it for you, if you can help me.
I'll consider it.
Give me a quick moment. Hold up. Give me a quick momento, por favor. Ask why he's here. What are you doing here anyway? I'm showing my sincerity by becoming an even closer partner of Mistress Minerva. Partner? It seems to me that you're not so welcome in the Blackstreets anymore. Actually, yes, you're right. It's exactly as you say. After Barad died, the mistress agreed to let me lay low here. Besides, I look forward to seeing if the mistress's ideals will succeed. She is an outstanding aristoid of both talent and wisdom, after all. Having said that, all I can do is stay in this little corner. Makes me a little sad, a little lonely. Looks like Minerva knows how to be wary of you too. It may take time, but I'll prove my worth and my good intentions. Best of luck with that. Wait, friend, don't go. I brought some goods with me to the shelter. If you're interested, feel free to browse my wares. I'll give you a discount.
You're talking about the things in this bag, aren't you?
You really do know everything, friend. Yes, that's precisely it. However...
Is this not yours?
Huh? No. What I mean is, yes, this is what I dropped. But there's less of it than I remember. What a pity.
But it is yours, right?
I think so. I have far too many treasures on my hands. Even I can't remember them all. What I mean is, I lost more than just this when I was running. But this should do. It may have been but a pittance in Barad's eyes, but to me, it's the key to living to see another day.
Is that so? All right, I believe you.
Ah, my adorable, noble friend. Thank you so much. Come, friend. Please accept this as a humble token of my appreciation. If you see anything you like, friend, just let me know. I'll give you a discount.
Wasn't there something else?
Don't go causing trouble in the shelter.
Thank you for your concern, friend. Now then, let's talk business. Just let me prepare a moment.
Quintus the Merchant. Quintus is a merchant that has lived in Aphis for a long time. You can spend stardust to purchase supplies from him or sell your unwanted supplies to him for stardust. If you help Quintus retrieve supplies, he will sell even more goods. Shop Items Expansion 1, Quintus has started selling even more items, including some rare ones that are only available in limited quantities. He never blinks. He never once has blinked.
I look forward to your next visit, friend.
I am gonna take a quick break and we'll get back to it after I get back. Luckily I saved after all that. Holy hell, dude. Alright, we will get back to this after I return. We have returned! Alright, let us talk.
How can this
To
humble
Quintus.
servant be of service, friend?
Let's see what he has. He has a elixir of renewing. 1500. What can we sell that isn't super valuable to us? Or that's super valuable to us, but an egg from an insect that was mutated by Aphis's curse. The curse on Aphis has caused the concentration of magic to become abnormally high, affecting all the creatures that live here. There. This sparkling egg originates from such a creature. Blessed Oil of the Three. Permanently gain 1 talent point. Ooh, a talent point, eh? Fire concentrate.
I look forward. How can this humble
About
servant
trading
be of
fairs.
service, friend? Thank you for always being so willing to strike a deal. Where are you going today? Do you perhaps need a pair of starlight earrings? They allow you to walk in water without getting wet.
Why would I want to walk in water?
There are rivers crisscrossing all over the city. Maybe you could find some treasure in the water.
Save it. I didn't save you just so you could tell me tall tales.
Friend, how could I forget your kindness? Of course, if you'd be willing to help me again.
I love his
What?
expressions.
If you're going to Argus Bazaar, I happen to have a Quintus storage location there. Friend, you know I'm old and withered, and I just can't travel there anymore.
Fine. How many more things did you lose there?
Not too many, I swear. Just if you happen to pass by.
I'll think about it.
Ask about where his stock came from. Why do you have so many goods for sale? Where did they come from? That's a trade secret, friend. Apologies. I take it you got them through less than saver means, didn't you? I got these all wholesale, paid in silver and everything. It's just, well, you know, the situation in Aphis is quite chaotic after all, so there are many opportunities.
Friend, where are you going today?
What?
There,
Say what?
friend.
Fine.
No.
I'll think of.
I'll
So,
do the favor.
we have some goods in Argus Bazaar?
Yes, they're my assets. You can open the warehouse with this key. Bring them back to me if you can.
Will do.
And consider this. The goods in this Quintus storage are real treasures. You deserve them.
So you admit what you sold me before is trash.
It's because you're making progress so quickly. I can't keep up with your astonishing pace.
True, Quintus.
I'll consider it if I pass by Quintus Storage.
A wise decision, friend. There are no enemies when it comes to money.
But you can
Let's
make
always
many
be
enemies when it
good
comes to money.
friends.
Talk about himself. Nerva, Roxanne. Chat about other informants. Since you claim to be an informant, tell me something useful. Friend, I need time to collect useful information. Ever since I came to the shelter, just counting the inventory alone has taken all my time. Talk about himself. Ask about the source of his info.
Where did you hear that the stone's been moved?
It wasn't hard at all, friend. There's no shortage of people willing to give information in exchange for small incentives.
He gets a lot of voice acting.
Isn't the most
It's
popular
impressive.
character after all. All you need are reliable informants, flexible methods of inquiry, and a careful mind. Friend, please don't say it's only now that you begin to appreciate my talents.
To be fair, the first time I tried to meet you, you ditched me.
Please, give me some time and I'll prove myself.
I believe him. How does he do business around the gangs? He seemed to own a lot of stores. Quintus Storage is just a name. I have many stores, all called Quintus Storage. The Blackstreet store isn't the largest one, but there were many valuables in there. Alas, all destroyed by Barad. But the Blackstreets is controlled by the gang. It's a wonder you were able to run a business there. Oh, friend, I have 9 methods. I have a wealth of connections, and I am an expert smuggler. That's why I've been able to set up business here, there, and everywhere. Friend, if you'd ever like to do business with me one day, just say the word. Talk about Minerva. Has Minerva said anything since he came to the shelter? Nothing. The mistress has been most kind to me. Perhaps the only pity is that she still doesn't trust me enough. I would so love to do my part for the shelter. I've come about Roxanne. Did she send you to see me? What? I want to see if you have anything I can buy for her. Oh, how kind of you, but I cannot sell you anything. Wait, what? Did you just say you didn't want to sell something? I don't dare get involved with the steward. I previously sold her a spinning wheel, but she kept coming back to complain about trivial problems. It sounds like your fault to me. Friend, please don't make such assumptions. It breaks my heart. What about Bayan? Did Bayan come to you earlier on? I saw him heading your way. Ah, friend, do you mind listening to my complaints? For free? I'll be very quick. Bayan purposely gave me false information. He used me. What did you do with the false information? I sold it to another faction. Stop, friend. I know what you want to say, but he could have at least told me if it was to lure the enemy. I was almost killed. Enough? Can I have the money for my time? Friend, please. Can you not understand my plight? I can, but I don't need to be the one to hear about it. Bayan is so shrewd. Volcane. If you're having trouble getting used to the shelter, talk to Volcane. She's probably the only one here who sees you as an equal. Speaking of the smith, I do want to talk to her. I also have some excellent products for fur. No, don't mention the fur. Very well, but what else can I sell to her? She is so highly skilled and her tools are always so well maintained. I really can't mention the fur? That makes things difficult. Everybody's like, don't mention it, but he's like, it's the only thing I can mention.
I look forward to your next visit, friend.
Sure you do. This is the way to Argus Bazaar, and through the streets you can arrive at the Stella Mine and Phelan Academy. Thank you, sir. I'm curious if the others have anything to say about him before we leave. I haven't seen any other passages.
What do you want to know?
Quintus. What do you think about the mistress allowing Quintus into the shelter? Like I said before, I don't trust him, but I'm sure the mistress has her reasons. All I need to do is keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't leak our important information. I have mixed feelings. It's very risky. The Northwind Legion would never allow someone like him in.
Ha! Feel like sparring? The glory of the three.
Did you agree to let Quintus come and go as he pleases?
Yes. There are still ways that Quintus can be useful right now. There's no harm in making things a bit more convenient for him.
All right. That's a choice I just can't understand.
Don't worry. I'll make sure we keep an eye on him. Please speak.
Nope. 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 Quintus is there. Nope. 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 I'm curious, do you plan to let Quintus stay in the shelter? Why not? He's cute and such a lovable little scamp. Cute? You serious? Of course not. I just want to keep an eye on him. Why would I tolerate him otherwise? You're right.
Time is of the essence.
What can I do for you?
Lady Roxanne, I'd like to know why you allowed Quintus in the shelter. It seems you still have much to learn, child. Slaves aren't necessary in this world. As long as we can control them, we should use them. But I thought you wanted the Aristoi to uphold more virtues. Alas, if only Phelan Academy were still open. How I wish I could send you there to correct your thinking. Aristoi should always maintain proper etiquette towards one another. But they need to demonstrate great leadership and vision to set examples to ordinary civilians. Think about it.
Mind your manners.
Gameplay! 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 I get to finally play the game again. However, it's my fault because I could have played the game at any point. Can I throw anything in here? No. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. More salve. Can we swim? You know, I do kind of wish that they didn't set markers for us all the time and just allowed us to explore. I like the indication at times, but it's unnecessary in my opinion. And there's a way to do it without just being so blatant as well.
Hey, little girl, come here.
Who are you?
Poor stray. You must be suffering from stardust hunger. Need help?
I don't need any stardust. Give it to someone else.
I do need stardust,
You're
actually.
running out of time. You're beautiful now, but you'll soon be just like everyone else. You will feel pain. Take the Ethris sublimation. Let me free you from the pain of stardust hunger.
I don't know what you're talking about. Stay away from me.
Stubborn child.
Oh?
Destruction to the three. Almost. I almost.
You didn't even
Animal
attack.
traits. Ritual knife. Ethris. This must be one of the cultists. Nice way to recruit members.
I will say that there is a possibility after this game that I might start up God of War. God of War 4. The basically remake, or not even remake, but like the fourth God of War game, like that came out on PS4. I never gave it a go, and I'm starting to want to. But I'm not saying that because this game's getting boring or anything. I actually find this game very, very good. I'm very impressed by this game so far. Wasn't expecting to get as much out of it as I have. So that's a really nice feeling. The exposition does sometimes feel like it's getting in the way of gameplay, but at the same time, the exposition and lore building of this world, the character personalities, have just like made me very impressed with how much love, care, and attention that the writers did put into these characters and this world.
Voice. Papa?
Illusions? Maybe. Citizen Square.
Is there anyone out there? Hey! Damn, I swear I just saw someone. Did they just disappear?
Fast travel? Did we just unlock fast travel? We did not unlock fast travel. Bad. Also, we do have God of War Ragnarok that released as well. That should be coming to PC at some point. And I can still technically play on PS5. But I want to go through, like, the cinematic story-ish games. Special War Readiness Order. To ensure the public security, order, and stability of Athos, it is hereby announced that all inhabitants throughout the region are now under a state of emergency. Martial law will be strictly enforced every day from 8 o'clock in the evening to 5 o'clock in the morning, and a fixed ration of Stardust will be distributed. In turn, every citizen, Aristoi, will receive theirs first, followed citizens, after which rations will be given to slaves. Please strictly adhere to all regulations to those without special permissions. Incoming and outgoing traffic are prohibited. Unless otherwise necessary, enforcement of rules will be carried out by each district's commander. Furthermore, going out without permission while martial law is being enforced is strictly prohibited. Collective gatherings, parades, and petitions are all strictly prohibited. Spreading rumors through text slogans or graffiti is strictly prohibited. Carrying weapons or dangerous objects is strictly prohibited. Forging one's identity to steal Stardust is strictly prohibited. Regardless of whether one is at home or outside, everyone must accept any form of questioning or face arrest. Those who attempt to disturb public order or endanger the lives of others will be sentenced to death. Areas beyond the slum are out of this law's jurisdiction. 4th day, 7th month, year 1327. So basically 1,000 years ago. Age of knowledge. Sign Archon of Legion Marvel. Martial law ordinances. People are prohibited from leaving their homes. Soldiers will distribute Stardust, but the Athos Legion has withdrawn from the streets. Where can people get the Stardust they need? The ambiance of this OST too. So this is pretty straightforward. So let's just keep moving. You know, I will say this game feels like a very
dragon. Looks like it's been used to catch a lot of people. It's hard to imagine living under martial law for 1,000 years.
Yeah. This game feels like a very extremely well-polished PS3 game. Mama, Papa's knocking at the door. He's back. Shh, don't answer. Your father's busy. He won't be back so soon. Why does he always come home after I fall asleep? I thought there was a curfew in effect here. Seems like a lot of people are ignoring it. There's no response or sound from the other side. By the gods, it's so much more comfortable here. I agree. Oh wait, is this a couple from the previous village? There's so much stuff, but it'll be a huge task getting it all back to the Black Streets. Look at that exquisite tea set in the comfortable chair, but we can't enjoy them. How about we move here? Oh, yeah. We can join the Ethris and free ourselves from Stardust. With the Ethris, we can even occupy this house. Times being what they are, turning to the Aetherius is a last resort. The gods will forgive it. By the way, why did your relatives abandon the house? I don't know. They probably died when the ritual to turn them into beasts failed. Oh, do we have any Arsoi relatives? Let me see. Advise them to go back to the Black Streets. Oh, sorry, I overheard your conversation. I suggest you go back to the Black Streets. It's too dangerous here in the bazaar. What the? Who are you? Have you been eavesdropping on us? Hey, calm down. It must be the guidance of the gods. Besides, I don't want to join the Aetherius. Really? We were about to join the Aetherius. Were you sent by the gods to warn us? No. I'm just suggesting that to you out of common sense. She must have been sent by the gods to warn us. Let's take what we want and leave. They're no longer there. Let's pack things up and head back. Hello. Okay, you're a stronger type enemy. I really enjoy the creepy tone in this area, actually. So it's an attack and a buff. Creates a magic shield that can deflect enemy attacks. It will disappear after a certain amount of time or taking several hits. That requires 2. Ankle bite. Oh, it's an attack and slicing underneath them? That's sick! The skill ignores the enemy's defense state. Cool. Shield of Vengeance. Shield Boomerang. Ooh! Wait, she attaches the sword onto her shield and throws it like a boomerang? That's so sick! That's so cool! I'm impressed. I am impressed. Soldiers? Have the soldiers come to distribute Stardust again? I'm sorry, just wanted to ask. Have you come to the wrong door? How could you be so stupid? Don't bother me or I'll report you for going out without permission. Damn, call Marble to send some soldiers to deal with the stray animals. Those dogs outside walking on 2 legs absolutely stink. Don't bother me, or do you have Stardust for me? If not, go away, or I'll kill you. This is where the couples... Hi. Oh, you're actually a magician. You didn't transform.
I've never seen so many fine tools before.
Oh, Volcane tool
These
bag.
blueprints. A starite heater. A magical spinning wheel. An arcane lock. They use starite in every facet of their lives. The only powerful things we make in our city are... weapons. Even when Ambari's situation stabilizes in a few years, we'll still have a long way to go before we can
That's
catch
a nice
up
little
with Aphis.
touch. Twirling the pen within her hand. I don't see that much in video games. It's not a detail that's necessary. It was just a cute little thing. Throwing daggers. Is there anything else up here? Nope. So I have Volcane's tools now. Is there anyone else to discuss with? Doesn't seem
Magic
like
fire
we
has
can
blocked the
go
road. I
further.
can't pass it now.
So we need a water element more than likely. So we'll eventually get that. Wonder what that says. Can we climb up there? Ah! Neat. I was not expecting that. They even reward exploration like that if you're just looking around and seeing if you can get somewhere like via slight platforming. It makes me question other things then. Yeah, you can't climb everything, so that's to be expected. But there seems like there's something up there, so you can probably get, if you can get up to certain locations, you can climb back down. I've already talked to the people over here. I've already talked to that couple in there. I talked to, this was the boy and their father or mother?
There's a sword and a piece of high-quality cloth. It looks similar to Bion's sword. There aren't any new scuffs on it. It seems the fight ended quickly. High-quality cloth, adorned with lace. Looks like it was torn off by razor-sharp claws. This must be where the adherence guard and Marissa were ambushed.
Marissa's clues. I want to get away from using the sword and shield too much currently. It seems like a primary weapon that's very strong, prominent, obviously a good base to go with. But I do love daggers and like spear. And the spear has some amazing parry, like some fun parry stuff to use with it. Hey, little girl, are you the one who drove away the cultists in front of my house? Yeah, it's you. Come closer. Let me take a look at you. Oh, by the gods. What's wrong with your skin? Has the world recovered, or have I lost my mind? You'd call me an outsider. I'm from Anvari. I see. Don't go yet. Would you mind answering a few questions? I'm a playwright, and I'm always looking for inspiration. Oh, not to brag, but my comedies are the best in Aphis. Crates? I've won the wine festival comedy competition 16 years in a row. You may have heard of some of my work. Tell me about your country and your story. I want fresh ideas. Just pay me 1,000 Stardust and I'll put Anbari in my play. What do you want to know? Very good, it's your honor and I'm glad you think so. So let's begin. I don't care if it takes a century or two. So you must elaborate on Anbari's landscape, the economy, its customs, systems, and ills. Hey, I don't have that kind of time. But I feel it's not enough. Your words are not enough to make me truly understand your country. Are you listening to me? I'm in a rush. If you're interested in Anbari, why don't you find some time to visit? Is this Anbarian humor? Hold on, I have to write it down. No, it's my own. Oh, then I'll just ignore it. Listen, I've been here too long. I have to go. Wait, I have a gift for you to show my gratitude. This is a copy of one of my plays. Not the best, but good enough to win second place at the Wine Festival comedy competition. If you want to become a fan of my work, this is a perfect introduction. Oh, thank you. It's such a tragedy that your country doesn't have plays like ours. I was hoping you'd take these comedies back to Anbari. Of course, to keep the art of Aphis alive. Our tomorrow seems infinite, but we have lost a true tomorrow. Now we are imprisoned in eternity without a future. But there's no future here. But your country certainly has a way to save Ephesian plays. Although people are working very hard to remove the curse afflicting Aphis, things will get better. No way. A comedy requires a choir of 24 singers and 4 or 5 good actors. The troops I know have already met their makers, so unless you can gather together a bunch of harpies. Even so, a playwright without an audience is nothing. I'm a shadow of my former self, little girl. But I am also Aristophanes, the king of comedy. Please praise my name like this from now on. Collection of Aristophanes comedies. Stated as an important item. A collection of plays written by Aphis, king of comedy. A collection of plays given to you by Aristophanes, a playwright who claims to be Aphis' king of comedy. Even though he seems rather eccentric, he is clearly very determined when it comes to the preservation of cultural heritage. A token that represents Minerva. Where am I going? Over there, it seems. What the?
Is that someone singing?
There's an old note on the door that reads, "Called up by the Legion, gone to Phelan Academy, nobody home." Sorry about that. Gorgeous singing. To the point that they don't want to attack me. The monsters are not attacking me. They're mesmerized, hypnotized. by the song. Enchanted, I should say. Is that a golem? Or a statue?
My lord, the Harpies attacked us from behind when we were fighting the other beasts. The Argus Bazaar is lost.
What about the magic ballista?
The ones in the street have all been destroyed. There
So
must
this
be
is
some
Marvel.
cultist who knows how they work.
Yes, they came prepared. They're intent on crushing the Legion. No time to hesitate. We must fall back. Order a full retreat back to Argus Plaza. Activate the defense array and get ready to launch Plan Iris.
My lord, what about the citizens?
Do your best to bring them to the plaza. It's our most solid line of defense. We bear the warrior spirit of Aethys. As long as we can survive, we have a chance to fight back. As for the losses, I will bear that burden. Great Bull, may you bless their souls and protect them from suffering.
Yes, full retreat!
A harpy?
That voice. It's hers. Is she a cultist?
The Misty Song. Oh my god. Oh! Want to practice with you? I have a feeling we cannot jump across. Is there something in here? Or is it just a beast? I think it was just a beast. It restores health by transforming? That parry was an accident. We're here. Oh, Quintus storage.
Who are you? Your weapon is making me uncomfortable. Put it away. We need to talk. Just put your weapon away and listen to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Forget it. My name's Arcee. I smell Quintus' scent on you. Is he alive? Who are you, child?
Well, since you've told me yours, my name is Hilda.
Polite. That is quite rare in Aethys. You must have been tricked by Quintus. Always playing people for profit, that one. He asked you to come here, didn't he?
Yes. But who are you? How did you get in here?
Me? Ha! I'm his partner and creditor. But he played me as well. Most of the goods here are under my management. Of course I can get in. But I haven't been paid yet. Damn Quintus.
And that's why you came in and went through his goods?
Of course. I can't be expected to work for free. Why shouldn't I take my share? Why are you looking at me like that? Even if I hadn't taken the treasures, someone else would have taken them sooner or later. I have
that's someone
every
me.
right to them. Are you in cahoots with Quintus? Come
Am I
on.
actually gonna have
What is
to
it you
answer?
want, child?
We'll let you
Alright,
go.
just go. I won't stop you.
Wisdom beyond your years, child. Since you're so reasonable, I'll give you this. Take it as a consolation or a reward. You don't need to give it back to him. Oh, not that it matters now, but I lied. He only owes me a few coins from cards.
Small bag of goods. Can we talk to you now? I'm watching him just in case if he tries to attack. Strike resistance. Ah. So it was auto-equipped, huh? You took the rest, eh? What is in here? Bone trinket. I'm debating on taking him out. Transaction note number 5. This note doesn't contain any goods, only an angry message. You dare cheat me and the order. You'll pay for this. So, somebody's not happy with Quintus? Wait, is that a Hydra? One of the heads? Huh. I'll leave you be. More throwing daggers. We can actually go into those cages. Where are we trying to go right now? Quintus storage sign. The stone relief signboard is still in good condition. Considering it is 1,000 years old, it reads Quintus storage, but there are some comments mentioned cheat and profiteer scrawled at the bottom. I mean, sounds like Quintus. He is a really well-written character so far, too. Shortcut? I did want to go back and check over here. You know what? Are the dogs even attacking me? Yeah, they absolutely are. Let's go fight this dude. Wait, that dude looks like he has Quintus's mask. Odd. Why do you have that? And what is this? Huh, a summoning? Is a helmet a sacrifice? Was someone killed here, probably? And there's bird feathers. Is this to summon a harpy? Arrest warrant. Arrest warrant, reason, violation of martial law, and failure to provide notification. It is hereby notified that a warrant has been issued for the arrest of Mitchell and his family due to Mitchell and his wife leaving their home late at night on multiple occasions and failing to heed repeated warnings, as well as Mitchell's deliberate failure to notifying his father that he joined the cultists. Therefore, Mitchell and his family are to be arrested and sentenced to the Stardust penalty. 29th day, 12th month, year 1332, age of knowledge. So again, about another 1,000 years ago. Is there anything else to explore before moving on? That's where the harpies were. We got a shortcut over here. This is going back to where I initially was. This was the mother and son asking about the father. So this was the playwright. A little ritual over there to the right. Left is where the harpies was. Do these things attack me now? It seems like the harpies have returned. Is there something going over here? There was! I missed something. I missed a treasure chest. Gift of the Nexus. Wait a second. So, Gift of the Nexus. Is that something that you cannot get unless you... Wait, it's an automatic gain stat? So no matter what, these are actually put into your stats immediately. Interesting system. Usually that would be a choice, not a forced requirement. I guess your choice there in the matter is that you don't pick up treasures. But I'm fine with that. Special War Readiness Order to ensure the public security, order, and stability of Athos. It is hereby announced that all inhabitants throughout the region are now under a state of emergency. Martial law will be strictly enforced every day from 8 o'clock in the evening to 5 o'clock in the morning. And a fixed ration of Stardust will be distributed in turn every morning. Arisoi will receive their first followed citizens, after which rations will be given to slaves. Please strictly adhere to all regulations. To those without special permissions, incoming and outgoing traffic are prohibited. Unless otherwise necessary, enforcement of rules will be carried out by each district's commander. Furthermore, going out without permission while martial law is being enforced is strictly prohibited. Collective gathering, parades, and petitions are all strictly prohibited. Also, is this the same thing as before, regardless of whether one is at home or any... Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, then. The martial law obediences have been defaced, the Legion has been. Surely the cultists are far worse. They already have free reign in this area. Wait, a bull? Oh, God. Bring it, come on. Ow! Woo! We're killing this bull. Not dealing with it. That was kind of close. This song? Very good. Who are you? There's no shortage of unrest and war in this place. It's an endless nightmare day and night. The cultists just nabbed some people outside saying they're going to liberate the innocent. They're insane. Wanted to ask you if you heard a girl struggling. Oh yes, I remember her screams. By the 3, they must have taken her to be sublimated. Do you know where the sublimation ritual is held? Why? You want to take part? Yes. Go ahead. It's at the plaza in front of the amphitheater. They'll welcome you with open arms. The Asterigos cultists have ways of making you obey them. For people like you with low self-esteem, death could be a relief. Well, did she die immediately?
Light flashing on the ground? There's a rose in the starlight. Something this delicate could only be owned by an Aristoi. It must be Marissa's. There's some animal footprints.
Is Marissa's.
It looks like they've taken her. Maybe the neighbors know something.
I wish they did something better with like her voice acting to express on her face a little bit more, like facial expressions. She has great gestures overall, and I'm not complaining about that. Get away! Unless... You're safe now. Oh, thank you so much. I was just running an errand when those monsters came out of nowhere. Need help? Oh, that's so kind of you. I just wanted to give the Stardust to my cousin the next block over. Can I trust you? Don't worry, I don't need Stardust. I'm not with those cultists. Well, alright, you saved me after all. Even if you take the Stardust away, I can consider it your reward. I'll deliver it for you. Thank you. May the gods bless you. Stardust wrapped in a scarf. My cousin lives in the block across the canal. Thank you. In the block across the canal? Wait a second. God. Can you not be so kind and just attack me? Come on. Come out here. The enemy AI is very odd at times. Wow, he came out that far. I do love her, like, attack animations, though. They've gotten better over time. It feels good. Hello. Across the canal. Where are you? I hope it's not where that ritual was. As a result of disrepair or sabotage by the cultists, this sign is no longer where it should be. It reads Juno's Silver Scale. Juno's. That's not located. Oh! Wait, they attacked each other? Why? Thank you for saving me. Are you alright? Why would they hurt you? I was out without permission. That's treated as a betrayal, so they're hunting me down. You betrayed them, why? Look, I appreciate your help, but I need Stardust. Hey. Oh my god. Dude, the parry in this game's so whack when you're trying to just do it, like, by itself. If you do it via the switch weapon, it feels good, but if you do it, like, regularly, it feels not great. Hopefully that's not the cousin. Anyways, it is 9:39 p.m. for me right now, so I am gonna call it there for today. It was a lot of talking, not a lot of gameplay today, but I think that's fine. I actually enjoyed a lot of the dialogue. I enjoyed the characters, and I'm enjoying this game. Wow, this game's gonna be short, isn't it? Huh. Odd. We still got like 3 areas plus probably 1 big area left, so we got like 4 decent sized areas to go through, right? More than likely, assuming, right? So I'm happy with that. But anyways, for those of you that are watching, much appreciated, and I will catch you all next time. Have a good one, dudes. Peace out, and bye.